Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm kind of here to talk about a little bit of my influencing experience. The inspiration came from this video that I posted on TikTok about a month ago that got a lot of interest and a lot of questions. So today I'm kind of here to go back to the very beginning, go back to the ground level for people who maybe don't quite understand or want to understand more. And we're going to get into it, my experience, and hopefully I will be able to teach somebody something new. So feel free to pull out some notes if you are trying to become an influencer. If you need any help, I'm here for you. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Jhordan on my channel. It's just Jhordan, and I'm back with another video today. And you guys, we got the camera back today. It's been a struggle. Literally all the videos y'all have been seeing me do, I have been doing on my phone. So with that being said, if you're looking to be a content creator and you're worried about not having a camera, that's not even an essential because everybody was still impressed with the quality. And I thank you guys for y'all's patience with me. So today's topic is a little different, actually quite a lot different from what I usually talk about. But I'm seeking to just do different things with my platform. I'm still doing my old stuff, but like add to it. You know, I want to make some videos that like can really help people. I'm not saying I don't think my other ones help people. People say they do, but in a different way. And like just trying to be helpful, talking about my experiences and stuff. So today we're gonna be jumping into the wonderful world of what it's like to be a content creator, but that's not really what the video is about because that's really a broad topic. We're gonna go into a small portion. That's really gonna be about what it's like to collab with fashion brands nowadays. Brands in general. I can really apply this to all brands in general, and you'll know what I mean like in a second. I do have my computer with me because like the little nerd I am, I did make an outline for everything I'm going to talk about. So yeah, I just want to stay organized, so I hope this doesn't bother you that I have my computer right here. I'm just trying to make sure that I touch on everything. So we're going to talk about today why I no longer work with brands like Fashion Nova. If you don't know, I used to do a lot of collabs with Fashion Nova some months ago. I think maybe my last one was like in January. I don't know, maybe 2020. But I did maybe like three collabs with them. Really not just about them. They're just like the main people that I really learned this lesson with. I probably started collabing when I had maybe a few thousand subscribers. I think the first fashion collab that I was doing was mainly like this campus, but I don't know what to call it. You guys know, like the campus ambassadorships or whatever. Sorry, these birds. I just feel like I always have some type of animal or nature sound in my background. But yeah, I kind of really started doing more collabs like in the middle of quarantine. When I first started doing these collabs, let me first say I was doing full-on videos and Instagram posts for free. I was doing them for free, okay? What they would do is they would send me a package. In exchange for a package, I would do a whole entire video. And let me say, if you don't know what goes into a video, it's a lot more than what you see right now. It's a lot. Like, I don't think people understand. And let me say, like, I have not been a content creator my whole life. This has not always been my career. So I know what work is, all right? I know what hard work is, so I don't want anybody to sit here and think I've just been sitting on my butt all my life being silver spoon fed. No. As I was saying, yes, I was doing free content. So they send me the clothes and I have to post. So I have to post pictures sometimes. I have to do a whole entire video, dedicated video, which means the video is only about them. No other brand can be mentioned. And yeah, they weren't paying me a dime. I ain't gonna cap to you. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, you're getting free stuff. Like, that is really cool, especially when like you're a smaller creator. You're like, wow, so-and-so is sending me all this stuff. You feel like Kylie Jenner on a very small spectrum, but like it feels good until it doesn't. So eventually I started doing more work for them and other brands like that. I haven't done too many collabs like that for free, but I definitely have had my fair share. But yeah, I've met like content creators, other influencers, and I was starting to learn that was not okay. I was like, you know, I kind of feel taken advantage of. Let me break it down for you. So think of a situation like this. You show up to work, you got a brand new job, you're all excited, or you know, maybe the interview, you're about to get the job. and they tell you, hey Jhordan, so we're ready to hire you and let us explain the pay. So we want you to do this, this, and that. We are going to give you a free laptop to do your work with. There's no salary, there's no pay. It's just a free laptop in exchange for the work you're gonna give us. But that's what's gonna happen. Now, at first, you know, that may sound good to you. Maybe you get paid a laptop every month, sure. But at first, you know, that sounds kind of cool, just like it did with the brand deals and the clothes. It sounds kind of cool. And then eventually you kind of like, I kind of want some money. These bills kind of popping up a little bit, and I don't really know what to do about that. I mean, the laptop, that's cool and whatnot, you know, that's cool. But how am I supposed to pay my bills? So you didn't put in all this time into working for free. You got a laptop, but you didn't spend all that time working for free, and now you ain't had no time to work for money. And you get the point. I can only do this for so long. You can only give me so many free laptops, you know. But then you also have to think about, you're probably like, okay, well, you can sell the laptops. Well, I can sell the clothes too, but they ain't worth that much money. Yeah, still not gonna pay the bills. We're about to dive into the deeper problem. There's more than just that, I promise, okay? So I promise you don't have to cut it off now. And honestly, just looking at it up front and without my experience at first, I thought that was the only problem. But there's more. There's more. I was starting to feel very taken advantage of. It was taking me a lot of time and things like that. And then also, let me discuss, I just felt like they were sending me like way too many things. So it was actually like a monthly collab type of thing. So literally after I would finish, they would be ready to be like, hey, so are you ready for a new box? And I'm just like, you know, just give me a minute, you know, I'm gonna wait a while because I just did one. But at box 3, I was like, this is like a lot of clothes. I can't wear all of these clothes. I could sell them, but I'm lazy, y'all, and I don't be feeling like doing that. But yeah, it's just way too many clothes. So I definitely, being like as big and thrifting as I am, just from one brand alone getting that many clothes, I understand that influencers will get them from collectively from different brands, I get that, but like just the fact that I was getting all these clothes per month, like don't let me sit here and flex and be like, I don't buy fast fashion, because I do. Now I do it a certain way, which I can get into that in another video. I really don't just like indulge unless it's like a brand type of collab, which, you know, that's my job and that's influencers' job to like display all of the options. Now, could we go about maybe finding a different way to do that? Yeah, but that's a story for another day. And also, personally, and this may just be me, I feel that I'm more creative when I have less things. Let me tell you, I'm not a minimalist. I'm a maximalist for sure. Be able to see my clothes. I need to remember what clothes I have. And at that point, I wasn't even remembering what I had. You know, like mind overload. You know, besides the fact that they're giving you clothes, another thing that I've noticed brands trying to promote, and let me add again, this is not just fashion brands. I get soap brands do this, whoever. They will hit you with the word exposure. Baby, that is the oldest lie in the book. If a brand hits you with the word exposure, go ahead and run, okay? We are not doing collabs in exchange for exposure in 2021. Exposure, it doesn't even work. Let me tell you another thing I've noticed about brands recently. I will get brands to reach out to me, and you know, I want to know what the brand is, so I go and look into it. And you're sitting here thinking, you know, wow, this brand has so many followers, like, it looks so good for me to be on their page. Or even if you're not thinking that, you're thinking, oh, they have so many followers, they must be reputable, the product must be good. 9 times out of 10, neither one is the case, okay? And if you look closely, their followers, it'll say like they have 100K, 30K, something like that. You go to their likes, they got like 7 likes, 50 likes. Baby, how do you have like triple the followers I have and you have like no likes? And I know they're a brand, but still, there's no reason. When you see brands that loved, normally they get some type of love, at least in the like department. Maybe not comments, but the likes, yeah. We'll post you on our page. Oh, you're not getting paid, but you'll get exposure. Please do not fall for that. And let me tell you, you know, I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I've fallen for the whoop-de-whoop before, and I'm just here to tell you guys about it if you don't know, okay? Let's talk about this. I feel that this is the absolute biggest problem that I've found to be with free collabs and whatnot, is messing up other content creators slash influencers pay. Now, this is not something I thought about. This is not something I knew when I was doing this. This is something I learned later on through other creators, through other influencers, through like TikTok and other YouTubers. I did not know that doing these free brand collabs was messing up all my homegirls' bags. Like, you just don't, that doesn't occur to you. All you see is like the free things. It's personally not for me. What a company will do is they'll reach out to you and they'll be like, hey, we want to work. We're gonna give you this face mask in exchange for an Instagram post from you or a YouTube video. It doesn't happen so often with things like face masks because people aren't easily swayed with things like that. It's like, okay, a face mask, I'll go to Ulta right now. Like, I don't care. But people are, and you know, myself included, they are more easily swayed with clothes. You know, somebody says, well, I'll give you free clothes, you post this picture or this video, you're gonna be like, did you say free? So what they'll do, they'll reach out to you and basically ask for that in exchange. And you can ask for money. You know, sometimes I've had times where I still ask for money when they have originally told me, you know, it was just for the product, and I'll be like, well, I don't do that. This is how much I charge. And then they actually were like, all right. And let's say y'all agreed to it, y'all finished the collab, whatever. They move on to another influencer. Shoot, the girl can be bigger than you. She can be 3 times your size. And they say, they give her the same deal. You know, I'll give you this face mask in exchange for a post or a YouTube video. And she says, baby, no. Well, they're gonna hit her with the, well, you know, there's other influencers who would do this for free. Hate that response. That is like the most disrespectful thing, but they will tell you that. Because you just told me my work ain't worth a crap to you. Like, so I'll go get somebody else, they'll do it for free. And so I had to learn over time in this industry that that's what they will do. Is it right? Absolutely not. But it's increasing. Even though I'm getting bigger and bigger, I think I get that more than I did before, just because it's becoming so common for people to be willing to do it for free. And I'm gonna tell you my theory on why I think it's becoming more common. So personally, this is where I feel like fashion collabs and just collabs in general are headed, but especially fashion, because like I said, the clothes aspect of it. As you guys know, we went through the pandemic. During the pandemic, TikTok was huge. It was really big, still very big. I personally have become a victim to TikTok. I love it. With that being said, it also allowed for a lot of people to have more time off, and all those people who have always wanted to do other things got to do it, especially creators. Also with that, there's been an increase in influencers, which is great. Like I said, it's great that people are doing what they want to do for a living. But I haven't seen everybody and they mama out here trying to give influencer tips, you know? And a lot of the influencer tips I've been seeing, first of all, are foo-foo. So it's either like really generic stuff or it's like super old things that nobody uses anymore and doesn't work on Instagram. But I've been seeing a lot of those people basically share brands' emails on TikTok. To a certain extent, I see a problem with it a little bit. I don't see the problem, you know, that there are more influencers popping up, more content creators. In any space that is for you, there's always going to be room. But also with those people popping up, like, I'm not even talking about them. I will look at the comments of these specific videos where people are dropping the email for Pretty Little Thing or whatever. And it'll be poor Jane Doe at Pretty Little Thing. They will be tearing Jane Doe at Pretty Little Thing's email up. So in the comments, I have seen people literally say, literally type with their own fingers,
oh my gosh, thank you so much. I can't wait to get free clothes.
That's the problem for me. But I'm sorry, if you are in influencing to get free stuff, that's a problem. That's not why I started this. I did not start so I could be like, oh, let me get free things. Successful content creators start because they have something to give to the world. They have something to teach. They have something to show off. They are artists. They don't start because they want to get free stuff, so they started a YouTube channel. But that's where the problem lies. So all these brands that used to pay content creators for their work, they not paying no more, not really. Editing Jhordan here. I forgot a big point. I talk a lot, and so then I ended up missing the point. I just want to bring up, somebody actually asked me the other day, you know, how do you get paid brand collabs? And I had to tell them, I know people say reach out to the brands and try to get a collab with them, tell them how much you love them, blah blah blah. But I had to tell her, in my experience, as of late, that really doesn't work anymore. And I'm really putting my business out there, but I'm just trying to, I don't know, help everybody else understand the concept. It's at the point now where so many people are willing to do it for free. If you personally reach out, unless you have like amazing followers, or I don't know, they just really love your look, but I actually don't reach out anymore. But like literally like 90% of the time are going to end up only going to be doing like collab in exchange for product instead of pay, because you're reaching out to them. They feel like they have something you want, which is the product, and yeah, they don't feel like they have to pay you because there's so many other people who reach out to them who don't ask for pay. That was the point that I was trying to get to. It's not the fact that, you know, they're giving people this information. That's really good information for people who are really going to use it and who are really actually putting out good content. I hope you guys get it. I'm not trying to be a B word. Like, I'm just trying to, you know, tell y'all. Y'all, let me just say, even with brands like Fashion Nova, you can be huge. I don't think Fashion Nova pays you until you have like 500K. Like, even like these people with like 100K, they're not getting paid. They're just getting sent the clothes. But I've seen people discuss like they literally had like 100K and are still not getting paid by brands like that. So it's not a my size problem. It's a fashion brand, fashion world problem in general. If I haven't convinced you yet on why this is wrong, I know everybody is against capitalism, and all we're doing with this and all of these brands, when we do free work and free marketing, because that's what it is, we are taking off so much money that they used to spend for marketing. Before like the whole influencer, content creator type of epidemic, any type of artist that they're paying, maybe a photographer, before all of that, these brands had to pay millions, but tons and tons of money into their advertisement. Because you gotta think, they gotta pay the model, they gotta pay the stylist, they have to pay the editor, they have to pay the creative director, and the list goes on and on. Now that we have influencers, just using that 100K influencer alone has taken the amount that they have to pay for marketing down a whole bunch. 10K may sound like a ton to you to be paid for an influencer, but let me tell you, that 10K that went to that influencer, if they would have did old school marketing and ads, that's a drop in the bucket compared to how much they paid. So with everybody going into it for free clothes and whatnot, they just put that money right back into all those brands' hands. They just made them that much more powerful because they don't have to spend that money anymore. They're not putting the money in anybody's hands. They're just sending out free clothes, which I might add, a shirt probably cost them 3 cents to make. So they just sent you a box of clothes worth $5, basically gave you $5 and said, thanks for the content, and that was it. So I don't know about you, but I have a problem with that, because y'all are just out here getting richer and richer. Y'all are not paying any creators. You're not paying anybody. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know what I'm saying? So I know some people still are not going to be here for the conversation, because I don't know why it's a big thing for people to want to see content creators or influencers take a L. I mean, I can kind of see how y'all feel about like those huge influencers that seem to like completely change when they got to their fandom, but you gotta think there's a lot of smaller ones too, or even bigger ones, that are very humble and they deserve to be where they are. I don't get it. I don't get it. But one thing that I did forget to mention, another little word that people or brands like to use, the ambassadorship. Please don't ever take that serious either. If you see the word ambassador, run. Unless you see a coin attached to that, a $sign attached to that email. If you see ambassador, run, especially in your Instagram DM. Don't ever reply to those. I've even been seeing brands say things like, oh, we don't use influencers, our customer's the influencer. And then they post like their customers who bought their product, and they post them all day, every day on the Instagram. They just using them for free content. They don't want to pay anybody to create the content. They don't want to pay creative directors. They don't want to pay nobody. They are literally just using the customer who bought their item as promo.
Hold on.
That's the thing about brands. They're always trying to, you know, send off to seem more relatable, but trust me, there's almost always a little underlying sneaky thing that's going on. Alright, so one thing that I absolutely hate what people do is when they tell me a problem and they don't have a solution or even an idea to fix it. And so I did make an alternative section for this video, because at the end of the day, I know even though I'm putting this info out there and that I feel strongly about it, people are gonna do what they want to do. Because at one point I did what I wanted to do, and in all aspects in life there's things that I still do what I want to do. So you know what, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just trying to help people that literally don't know. Because I was once that person that literally did not know. I was just being taken advantage of. I totally get when you're like a smaller creator and you know you're probably not going to get a brand deal, you want to be able to put your name out there. But just know, don't ever expect that if you do something free for them today, don't ever expect if you even grow 10 more thousand followers tomorrow, don't ever expect them to come back and be like, you did such a great job, here's some money this time. I went through that too. So I'm gonna show you guys or share some alternatives I think are good alternatives to be able to still successfully make fashion content. So the number one thing that I do on my channel to share fashion content, even though I'm spending my own money, I do a lot of collective hauls. What that is, that's when you basically have multiple brands that you've bought from and you put them in one video and you make that whole entire video about all those things that you've recently gotten. I do this over a span of time. I don't buy a ton of clothes in 1 week. If you guys saw my last collective haul, those were clothes that I've collected over months. How that's helpful to you is it doesn't put too much attention on a single brand. When brands work with you, they want all of the attention. You're 9 times out of 10 not able to talk about other brands. And so if you're doing a collective haul, you can be like, okay, well this is this brand, this is this brand, this is this brand. It's not putting too much attention on one brand, because at that point, baby, you giving free promo. Like I said, guilty. We're not trying to give anybody free promo over here, so collective hauls, highly recommend. Also, a perk of collective hauls is you can use affiliate links. When I do my collective hauls, if I have something that's mentioned that I can get an affiliate link on, I'll put it in the description box, which means I'll probably get $1 or $2 if you buy the item. That's not a lot of money compared to how much you bought it for, but you know, it's something for my work, for my efforts. You'll much rather want to do this rather than doing the free collab, because in my experience, when I've worked with brands and they were not paying me, I was not allowed to use affiliate links. So not only were they not paying me, they had the nerve to be like, also don't use an affiliate link, which I would have gotten paid something from. But yeah, that's one alternative, so collective hauls. The next alternative I have, which you guys see on my channel all the time, is actually what I get the most views on, which, you know, that helps with AdSense. There's some pay there. But thrift hauls. Thrift hauls are, of course, great. I know there's a lot of controversy from people saying, you know, if you come from a certain background, you shouldn't thrift. That's a whole different story. If y'all have something to say about that, go crazy in the comments, whatever, I don't care. I personally disagree. I think thrifting is a great thing. There's so many clothes in the store, so many stores around. I personally know when I leave a thrift store and I go thrift, I can go get a whole cart full and the thrift store looked the same when I left. When I came in and left, it looked the same. Thrifting is definitely a great option. Not only is it like helpful for the planet, it also is helpful for your pocket. It is literally the way I made content in college. I didn't have a job, I didn't have any money. That is how I made a lot of my fashion content and clothing content. I would do thrift hauls. They're affordable, good for the planet, and you're not promoting anybody for free. Another thing, I've done this a few times, but I definitely want to do it more, but I just never get around to it. But another way you can make fashion content without having to buy like a big bulk of your own clothes is you can show somebody how to style things multiple ways. And you're showing people how to use one piece and rewear their item. So I know that's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but it's just an idea. If you guys have any ideas, comment, because I can use them, everybody else can use them. Again, we're not trying to give these brands nothing for free. We're not trying to make them more rich than they already are. Eat the rich. But yeah, all in all, I look like Hagrid right now from Harry Potter, you guys, but we're rocking with it, okay? Like I said, do what you want to do. I'm just the messenger. I'm trying to help those who literally don't know or want more ideas on it, or even, shoot, if you're nosy, I'm nosy too. I be watching things that have nothing to do with me because I just want to know. I definitely want to do maybe a Q&A, but I want to pull one of my influencer friends. So if there is like a question, like questions you guys have about influencing, content creating, I am like considered a micro influencer. A lot of times when people are giving advice, they're already somebody who's like really huge, and so I think it would maybe be nice if I can answer some questions for you guys from like a smaller viewpoint, and then one day when I get really huge I can answer them again. Like, what have I learned? The great thing about you guys watching me and watching things like this is you kind of go through my growth process as well. I'm still learning, and this whole video is about what I have learned over the past year, and I'm gonna learn more, and I hope to share those things with you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching the video, especially if you made it to this point, because I know I'd be yapping. I hope that this information was helpful. I hope that it could teach you something, anything. I'll be happy if I taught one person something. That's all I have for you guys today. I will see y'all in my next video. Love y'all.